Welcome to the demo. This is the web application that we have prepared as part of the software engineering project. So we are team T09, and the project that we have created is a website where users can lend or borrow items easily. So this is a one-stop solution for borrowing and lending items. So this is the home page that the user first lands on when he comes to our website that is hosted on Heroku. So this is the homepage where he can go through the basic information or the services that we provide. If you want, he can sign up using this button, or he can go through the various services like lending, borrowing, and administration services like administrators have power to resolve the complaints that may arise, or some other things that we provide to the administrators. Yeah, so this is the home page. After this, if this user is interested, he can sign up. So this lend and borrow can be only accessed if the user is logged in. So if he wants to go to borrow page, then he has to log in first. So let's create a new user. The user, let's say his name is Rob. Our email is rob@gmail.com. Let's say his phone number is 96750. Username, let's keep as Rob, and password is also the same thing. So I'll submit the details, and the new user is created successfully. Next, let's log in Rob into the platform. So I'll put in the details and hit submit. The user is logged in successfully. So the user is first redirected to the home page where he can see the services that we provide, or now he can visit the lend and borrow page. Yeah, so here he can see the items that people are willing to lend. So here we see all the requests that the other people who want to borrow the items are present. Like if I have the video game, then I can hit the lend button and lend the video game to the corresponding person if the person is S. So this is the lend page, and in the borrow page we have all the borrow requests. So that is if I want to borrow the book, then which is being lended by a person called S, or we have a tennis ball which is being lended by another person called who is having a contact of this, then we can hit the borrow button and we can borrow the corresponding item. Let's say I want to lend something. So okay, so I want to lend a tennis racket. So here is a form where the user can fill in the type of request he wants. So let's say he wants to lend a tennis racket. Item description is a tennis racket in good condition. Okay, so I have a image URL. And he wants to lend the item, so I'll hit submit. So if I refresh, I should be able to see the item in the item history. Yeah, so the item was created successfully, and we can see that the item has been shown in the user's item history successfully. So he can also see that it is a lend request, and if he wants, he can delete the item if there are no takers of his item. Okay, so let's say someone wants to borrow this racket, so I'll log out of this platform for Rob, and I'll log in using some other user that we have initially created. So let's say the user is S, and I'll submit. Okay, so then now the user is logged in, and let's say he wants to borrow an item called the tennis racket that was posted by Rob. If he wants to borrow, he just clicks on the borrow button, and the request has been sent to the lender, that is Rob. Okay, I'll open another instance of our printer app where Rob will be logged in. Okay, so Rob is logged in now. will go to his user page where he can see the request that he'll be getting from the other possible borrowers. So as we requested for the tennis racket, the request has been sent to Rob. Here he can accept or reject the request. Let's say he accepts it. Yes, the response has been successfully recorded, and the borrower will also be notified about the acceptance of the request. We'll hit OK. And if we refresh here, you can see that for S, the tennis racket has been accepted. So we can also see the current status of the request that has been done now. So as the as Rob accepted the request, we can see that the accepted symbol has been shown here. So he'll also display the contact info once the lender accepts it. So he can contact the lender whenever he wants and exchange the item. Once they have exchanged and if some problem arises, both the lender and borrower have the option to complain. So here we have a complain button which can be clicked on by either the lender or borrower, whoever faces the problem. Let's say the lender has faced some problem with this transaction and he can write in the complaint here. So we have to provide an title and description. Okay, let's say that the racket was returned in a broken or a bad condition. He has to provide some description about the problem. Racket was returned in a bad condition. Okay, so I'll submit the complaint. So once the complaint is submitted, it has been successfully registered. So this complaint will be sent to an administrator where he'll resolve the complaints, and here the users can check the status of the complaint that was raised. So here we have a status of conflict raised, that is the process is ongoing, and the uh, admin will look into the problem and contact the users that are present in the transaction. So here also we can see that if we refresh the page for tennis racket, so the other user can also see the status of the complaint that was raised against him. So S can also see that there was a conflict raised for this transaction. Okay, so I'll open another instance and log in as an admin. Okay, so we have a pre-made account for admin which is called as A. So I'll log in through that. For admins, we have a different UI, like different color to differentiate between an admin and a user. So we have a yellow navbar as compared to the user, and we have a written admin here. So the admin can go to his dashboard where he can see his basic details and the complaints that he has received from the users. So these were some of the complaints that we had initially put in our system, and these were resolved by the admin. These are the new complaints. So this was the racket at a bad condition complaint, which was given by a user. So here the admin can contact the users and resolve this automate whenever he is free. So the admin can put any comment here once it is resolved. So he puts that borrower, let's say he puts borrower is responsible and should pay a fine. And if he clicks the resolve button, the uh, complaint is closed, and here it is shown as resolved, as the admin has closed the complaint and resolved it. So the admin's comments are visible to both the lender and borrower. So if I refresh this page, we can see that the conflict was resolved for the user, and if we click here, we can see the admin's comment of what is the verdict of this complaint. So admin also has the power to see the data or monitor data that is present in our platform. So this is the number of users that we have in our platform and the number of items that have been posted in our website. Some of this data was made by Mockaroo, which is a library for creating mock data. So we also have here pie charts for the ratio of the borrow requests and lend requests. So we can see that there are more borrow requests than the lend requests here. We also have, the admin can also see data regarding the number of transactions that are in place or the number of items that are in use. So about 0.28 are in use and 0.82 have been the number of transactions that have been completed. So yeah, this is the website that we have created. Uh, Thank you.